10 weeks ago, I came to an understanding that this business that we all love has been shut down for a while. And I come to the conclusion that the only way I could think about helping, because I've been in this business 40 years, was to come out with a hand sanitizer.
Yes.
Which is a very simple process, but it's a drug product. I had to find a drug manufacturer. I had to get a drug labeling license. So we did that. We did all this. We did it the right way, and so we have a good product. And we're serving the beauty business. But I realized that beyond just the hand sanitizer, there was a need to create a movement or some type of mission to reduce germs in public spaces. So I began to create an idea of how do you navigate through a public space going forward. And one of those ways was to avoid touching objects.
Yes.
Okay, so if you avoid touching things, you got less germs. So the goal is less germs in public spaces, with the hope that there's less disease and illness because you have less chance of touching things that have germs. And the final thing is your eyes are the most vulnerable. Face, your lips, nose, and eyes are very vulnerable to disease. So as you bring your hands up, make sure they're clean. Now, one of the secrets of that is you bring your hands to your face 15 to 30 times an hour, so almost every 5 minutes. So you have to be vigilant. When you touch something that you know is highly touched, maybe you call it a hot spot, we go ahead and wash your hand at that moment because you know you might touch your face in the next 5 minutes, and you've touched something that 100 people have touched. A seatbelt, a coffee pot, a gas, a gas pump. There's so many things that you come across every day. And if you don't do it, you have a risk. You've raised your risk. So the more you do this, before you touch your eyes, nose, and mouth, the safer we'll all be. And the less disease will be spreading to one another. So it's really respecting one another by less germs in public spaces, but also uniting together so if we all do it, there'll be less germs. If some of us do it and others don't, we're still not accomplishing our goals. So that's why we thought we need to unite under one idea of higher hygiene, higher level of hygiene, and kind of pledge that we're going to do this.
So if I can start at the beginning, it was no plan to shut down. So we all shut down immediately with no plan and action in place. And so that means your workers had to go, the clients, you just cut off the appointments, which was challenging because of course the salon doesn't make any money. You can't pay your employees because they're 1099 independent contractors, and your heart goes out trying to figure out how are you going to pay employees, are you going to pay your bills, what are you going to do? And with all the PPP in place, trying to help small business, which I feel like personally, I feel like a lot of small business got short end of the stick, to be able to maintain while this pandemic was going on. Then the governor reopens the state with no plan in action to reopen. So when you reopen, you have to order products, which is now hard to get on back order, or it's very scarce. So nothing is in the stores. When you do an order, you're waiting 2 months to try to open when they gave you 2 or 3 days to open. On a Monday, you open on Friday. It was impossible. And then with the new guidelines that they have out, it's like 36 guidelines that the CDC and the state board have out. And when you have some businesses jumping out there and they're not doing the guidelines correctly, then that's jeopardizing them as well as their clients. So we're trying to do this at a slow scale so that we can do this the right way. But sanitation has to be the key thing. If you're not feeling well, don't come in. We're taking appointments only. We are, no mask, no service. We're trying to go home, like we came to work, as well as the client coming in to get service and to have them go home, healthy as well. So it's kind of hard. And then when you haven't been open for the 2.5 months per se, then you're coming back and you have to spend a lot of money to make this happen. And we have spent a lot of money to try to get back into the world of making this new normal.